All right, so welcome to Drama 135 or Drama 136, depending on who you are. So that's acting for the camera 1 or acting for the camera 2. I'm going to go over the syllabus and then we're going to talk a little bit about the first project you'll be working on so that we can get you going and we're not going to get behind on class, okay? So looking at the syllabus, you should see the page, first page of the syllabus over on the left-hand side. Can everybody see that? All right, I'm going to go over this. I'm not going to read it verbatim, word for word, because I think that's boring. And it is on Blackboard, available for you to download and or read anytime you choose to do so. So on the syllabus, this is Drama 135. If you're on 136, just change that to 136. On your Blackboard site, it'll have the right number on it, just so you know. Spring 2018, my name is Dennis Johnson. I'm your instructor. You can call me Mr. Johnson. You can call me just about anything. I don't care, as long as it's polite or there's food involved. My office is located in the Horace Sisk building, room 602E. That's the building with the circle drive in front of it where the big digital display is. So if you're not familiar with campus, that's where it's at. If you are familiar with campus, that's where it is. My hours for this semester will be Monday from 8 to 9 a.m., Tuesday from 8:30 to 10:30 a.m., Wednesday from 3 to 4 p.m., Thursday from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m., or by appointment. So if you need to see me outside of class for anything, either see me right before class, right after class, or make an appointment with me or come by the office hours. I'm also possibly going to try to do, during my office hours, do virtual office hours, meaning I'll be in this thing here that you're in now to collaborate. So we'll see if that works or not. I've done it in the past, but very few people. No, I didn't turn on the video. Do you want to see me? The lighting's not all that great in here. Can you see me now? Okay. So, getting back to the syllabus, my phone number, if you should call me, 678-0092. That's directly to my office. That does not go to a secretary or anybody else. Go straight to me. So call. If you need to call me, use that number. If I'm not there or I don't answer, just leave a voicemail and I'll call you back as soon as I can. My email, johnsden@faytechcc.edu. So that's the best way to get a hold of me is email. I usually check that every 20 minutes or so, it seems like. This section, so this class will meet, both of these classes, 135 and 136, will meet at 9 a.m. to 11:50, so that's 9 to 12 basically on Wednesday in the Horace Sisk room 613. That's the computer lab, the fine arts computer lab. And then on Friday from 9 to 10:50 a.m. So on Wednesday, it's an hour longer than it is on Friday. Okay, but both days will be in the Horace Sisk computer lab. There will be times when we'll be going over to the graphic design photo studio to do some photos and or video work. And as we get into our videos, we'll probably be working around campus, different places as we go. So we won't always be in the computer lab, but that's where we'll start out, and that's probably where we'll end up at the end of each class. So this course provides us applied study of the camera actor's craft. Topics include commercial, dramatic, and print performance styles. In other words, you're going to learn about being an actor for film and or for print. We primarily concentrate on the film side of things, doing commercials, doing voiceover work for those who want to be behind the scenes but still on camera, so to speak, as well as doing print work. So for modeling for magazines or things like that. We don't do a whole lot of that, though. I will do times where we'll do photo shoots and such. This class has one lecture hour and 4 lab hours per week. You get 3 credits for it, so just know that. Instructor response and availability. If you email me or leave a voicemail, give me up to 24 hours to respond. If I don't respond within 24 hours, contact me again. Don't contact me, leave a voicemail or whatever, and then 5 minutes later call me again, because chances are I either have not seen it yet or I'm busy with something else and just haven't had a chance to get to it. Okay. But I will as soon as I can. Students' participation level. Full participation is expected of students. Attend all class sessions. Complete all assignments to the best of your ability and in a timely manner. Now, I know there are going to be times when people are sick and or other things happen, but the best that you can to be there on time, ready to go, the better. Okay. This class, more so than many of the others, requires you to work together with other students. And the problem is, if we're doing a film project where there's 3 people in it and one of them doesn't show up, that puts us behind schedule. So we either have to recast that part or we have to wait until that person shows up. So each time, than to not be there at all. Okay, even if you don't have your lines memorized for whatever scene, it's better that you're there because you guys can rehearse and work on it until it's ready and then do the scene. Okay. Prerequisites none, directs none, textbook none. That saved you $250 right there. Page 2. Purchase a textbook online. Don't worry about that because you don't have to. You theoretically wouldn't access Blackboard except for you did today. And if the weather does this again, we'll probably do something like this again. Or at the minimum, I'll put an assignment online for you to do to make up for the missed class. But today, us being here like this live prevents us from having to do a make assignment. We're good to go. You will need an SD card for your videos. Does everybody know what an SD card is? Does anybody not know what an SD card is? You'll need an SD card for your videos for shooting. Um, if you have a camera of your own, you're good to go with that. If you don't, we do have a couple of cameras at the college for us to use, but you have to have your own media in which to put it on the SD card. I recommend at least a 32 gigabyte card or 64, and it needs to be a high speed card. It can't be just one that you can just use for anything, because this video is going to need something faster to run better. Okay, I'll go over this again Friday when we meet face to face if we're there Friday, which we should be. But if we're there, then I'll show you what one looks like and I'll show you the cameras we have. Okay. You can buy an SD card, I believe, from the bookstore if you need to. Is there anybody that does not have a video camera of any sort? All right, so the camera that you're going to want to use is going to have, I would recommend something that shoots 1080p. I'll type that out so you can see that. So if you have a smartphone like an iPhone or a Samsung Galaxy, those will shoot pretty good quality video. If you have an iPhone, the computer lab we're in, which is the Fine Arts Computer Lab, Those have iMac computers in there. You'll be able to transfer the files directly over without any problem. If you have a Samsung, we'll have to work on, or some other Android phone, we'll have to look at downloading an app that'll allow us to transfer the files from an Android over to the Samsung, over to the iMac. But again, it's doable. It's just another step in the process. If you are in the market to purchase a camera, like a video camera, they do have them available in the bookstore. They don't have them physically in the bookstore. You have to go to the bookstore, tell them you need it for this class, and they can purchase it. It's a Canon Rebel T6. So that's a DSLR, so it's a digital SLR camera, which will shoot still photography, pretty good quality ones, as well as pretty good quality video. Now, the advantage to the Canon Rebel or a Nikon DSLR is that you can change out the lenses so that you can get either wide angle lenses or narrow angle lenses. You can do other things with them. Again, not something you have to absolutely have, but if you're looking to buy a camera anyway, you can get the one out of the bookstore, and I want to say it's around 500. It maybe comes with 2 lenses. I could be wrong on that. Okay. If you have a iPhone or a Samsung Galaxy or Samsung Note or a couple other different Android phones, those would be fine too. And like I said, I do have a couple of Nikon DSLRs in the office that we can use to shoot our scenes in. Okay. One of the other things we'll be doing as we shoot these scenes is this class, unlike last semester, won't be at the same time as the videography class because it didn't make and it was put at a different time. So we will be shooting the video ourselves and recording it. So some of you are going to learn a little bit more about the directing slash running sound and doing all that stuff. I won't go into a lot of details with that as he did, but I'll go over some of the same things that they covered. And we do have a couple of microphones, boom mics, and we have some lighting stuff we can set up if need be, so we can make it a little bit better quality. So even if you're shooting with an iPhone or an Android phone, you add a light and a microphone, and that's going to change the quality quite a bit. So I'll talk a little bit more about the technical side of things, even though this is technically acting for the camera. We will talk about other aspects of film work, just because we have to. All right, so program course learning objectives. Be familiar with on-camera acting techniques. Demonstrate the difference between stage and film acting. I will talk about acting for stage for those of you who have not had an acting 1 class. We'll talk about the differences all throughout. And for the most part, it's similar, but on film, you don't have to be as broad and big as you would on stage. Develop actor skills for a master shot, medium shot, and close-up shot. Don't worry about it if you don't know what those are. We'll go over those at some point. Develop actor skills with on-camera blocking, business, and reactions. So we'll talk about how to enter the frame, how to exit the frame, things to do, the acting business stuff that the actors have to come up with. Develop creative tools and expressiveness for the camera. Prepare an on-camera audition. I will give you an opportunity to do your own audition for film. Some of you may have already been doing something similar to this. I know some of the students in the past have gone to an agent that's online where they get a script from their agent or from some company. They video themselves reading or performing the script, a little short scene, and upload it, and that's their audition, their video audition. So we'll do something similar to that. Create an acting of their on-camera work during the semester to be shown publicly. So we will take everything that we do and at least we will watch it ourselves at the end of the semester. So this is a same grading scale for every class on campus. So it's a typical 10-point scale. Course requirements, methods of evaluation. Students should be able to look at this section. I should have made something there. I'll fix that later for you. Don't worry. Makeup policies. It's a typical makeup policy for the whole campus. If you're not there, um, because this is a more of a collaborative class, you need to be there as much as possible. But if you're not there, if for some reason you're not there for a period of time and we have to recast a scene with somebody else, when you come back, I'll give you an opportunity to make up that scene. But just know that it does affect your grade after a period of time. So, Americans with Disabilities Act, if you have difficulty accessing the information, activities, or services in this class and or need accommodations under the Americans with Disabilities Act, please contact Disability Support Services located in the Tony Rand Student Center, room 127, or via phone at 910-678-8349. So if you have a problem with the need note taker, need extra time on a test, which is weird because in our class there's no real test. But if you need anything like that, go over to see the Disability Support Services group and they can help you out with that. Okay. If Marsha would just sit still and quit coming and going, we'll be doing much better. Okay. Title 4, Title 6, 7, and 9, non-discrimination statement. We don't discriminate, so there. If you want to read more about it, you can go to the website and look at that. Division, Department, Program Chair. This class falls under, interesting. Anyway, this class falls under the supervision of Dennis Johnson, the Department Chair for the Fine Arts. That's me, in case you were wondering. So if you have a problem with me or something in the class, come see me. If I can't work it out, then go to the department chair. In other words, come see me again, and then we'll try to work it out. If that doesn't work, then we can go to the dean and try to work it out. Chances are we can work it out because I'm usually pretty flexible and easygoing. So your grade, this is the stuff that should have been somewhere else. I don't know why it's here. Your grade depends on the participation in all areas. So 25% of your grade is based on participation. In other words, you being in class doing something. Okay. 15% of your grade is based on the assignments, the different individual assignments. In other words, if I assign uh, elliptical scenes, which we'll probably do at some point, some of you that were in the last class knows what that is, then that assignment is part of that 15%. The presentation of that assignment goes under this 50% of your class grade. And then any online assignments, that's 10%. Technically, there are no online assignments unless we need them, okay? The syllabus may be changed at the instructor's discretion with proper notification to the students. So just be aware, I could change it if I need to. Just my curiosity about it. She's gonna leave it. Did she leave again? She left. Curiosity killed the cat. All right, so this is a sample of shooting scenes. Video 1, scene 1, video 2, object talk, video 3, music video, video 4, commercial, video 5, commercial, video 6, solo scene acting, video 7, short film. We probably won't do those exact things, but that's a good starting point. When we meet on Friday or next Wednesday, we'll go over some options that we have in class to do things. But we will probably start out with some elliptical scenes, and I'll put those scripts online for you so you can start looking at those and memorizing the lines. They're real short, and so I'll make sure they're in Blackboard for you. Um, and we'll start shooting those probably next Wednesday, so that gives you a week to start memorizing those. Again, they're real short. They're maybe 20 lines, and they're like, "Hi, hello, how are you? I'm good." Okay, so we'll start with elliptical scenes, but we can talk about what we can do. We as a whole class want to do a short film together as one thing. We could possibly do that. But again, we'd have to have the script, we'd have to do all that kind of stuff. Otherwise, we'll do some certain things. We will be doing things like working on voiceover work, because one of my goals this year was to work with students to work on their voices, so that the stronger your voice, the more work you can get as an actor. So that's one thing we will probably do, is some more voiceover type things. I will, for those of you who are in the last class that are in the drama 136, I will choose some different uh, voiceover scenes for you instead of the same ones. But we'll see what we can do with that, okay? And we'll probably do a commercial, and obviously we'll do an audition of some sort for you beyond what other scenes we do, okay? All right, so any questions so far? Anybody worried about the class? Anybody concerned? Anybody still here? This is one of those classes that there are going to be times when we're going to be doing a lot of stuff and having a lot of fun. There are going to be other times where we're sitting around waiting, mostly on people. Okay. So the more people are ready to go when we start doing something, the more we actually are up doing things, and the less sitting around we're doing. But if those of you that were in the acting for the camera one last semester or previously can probably attest to this, that when we're doing it, there is a lot of fun. See, Marsha's already having fun. That's why she keeps coming and going, because she keeps having fun. Every time she laughs, she knocks herself out of the room. See, she's getting ready to leave here in just a second. Okay, so unless anybody has any questions, we're going to go ahead and end here. This will count for your attendance for the day, so I can do the census data for those who are already here, and that way we're good. What we will, what you need to do for your homework is I will put those elliptical scenes up as soon as I can. I'm not sure I have them here. They may be only in the office, but I think I have them here. So I'll put those on Blackboard, and I'll leave a message where to find them. And go ahead and start looking at those and memorizing those, so that on next week we can start filming those scenes. Okay? So unless you have any other questions or anything, you are free to go. See, Mark, he's late as usual. I told him not to do that. Hey, you guys go enjoy that snow that we don't have yet. Hey, Mark, we waited for you. No, it's the one that says they were late as usual. They left already. I would go ride an ATV in the snow if I had an ATV and we had snow. understand Greensboro's already started getting hit with snow and it's starting to stick there, so it is coming. All right, I'm gonna end the recording now. Thank you all. Have a good day.